shake body. Oh yeah, move body. Make you ring alarm. Oh yeah, shake body.
Je ne sais pas quoi faire. Elle a dit que je le fais comme le faucon de Cynthia. J'en ai dans le jeu et qui veut mariner. Pour qu'il me s'occupe de passer. J'en ai more.
Thank you very much, Dr. Denny Beach, and thank you, the Go Africa Network. I'm Gail Brewer, Manhattan Borough President, and I am really excited to be here today. Go Africa has had, this is their third year, huge turnout, the best booths, the best food, the best culture, the best music, the best people, and the best community of immigrants from Africa. I mean that sincerely. And I also want to thank all the merchants on 116th Street for making yourselves available today, for having the restaurants and the food and the culture and the support. I'm here with Alison Diop from our office and Athena Moore from our office. We're the first borough president to have an office at 125th Street on the street, not in a tall building. And we also have an African immigrant task force working with the small business and the families and immigration. And we've been working with the consul generals, all the African consul generals, to get them to be supportive and help them so they can help their own communities. So I'm here to say that there's a lot that we can do more, but this is a great community to work with. And whether it's the issues of the small business or the families or immigration or what we can do to help individuals for the culture and the music, the great news is there are more African immigrants in the borough of Manhattan. I know there's the Bronx too, but I love Manhattan. I also want to thank Dr. Beach because he's now a member of Community Board number 5, and we are putting African immigrants on every single community board in the borough of Manhattan. We want you to apply. We want you to be part of this neighborhood because your decision making is phenomenal. So thank you very much for being here today. Go Africa is a really important organization in the borough of Manhattan. And the fact that you're here today on a beautiful day with all of the rich culture and businesses and support is really meaningful to all of us. So thank you, and let's keep working. We have another year before the next festival and a lot of work to do between Africa continent and New York City, but there's no end to the possibility for young people and families to be able to figure out how we can work together. I also want to give a shout out to the Math Institute. This is a community organization that is helping young people, particularly of African descent, learn math. And they are awesome. They are absolutely awesome. And again, one more example of the amazing work done by this community. So congratulations, Dr. Denny Beach, and everyone. Enjoy the day. But don't forget, we have a lot of work to do, and we're here to help you and be supportive in terms of funding, zoning, housing, schools, anything we can do, employment. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Gail Brewer, and everyone. Well, I would like to announce that we have the Eggman. He's world famous. He has a Guinness Book of Record for most eggs on head. And we were proud to and happy to have brought him to the U.S. for the first time. He has not been in New York or anywhere in North America or the Western Hemisphere. So with that, you can all feel free to take pictures with him, and he's free to do anything he wants in the show, America, right? And without further ado, we'll turn it back over to the music and to say goodbye. Thanks, everyone.
quand il y a le video, il y a des enfants qu'on le fait venir.
Oh yeah, shake body. Décale más, sagacité, equilibre, faro tema, décale, décale, cricata, 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 so calobere, calobere, calobere. All the blessings of love and the seed of the make me the shout hallelujah. I say all the blessings of love and the seed of the make me the shout hallelujah. They hold me for ransom 'cause I'm young and I'm rich and I'm awesome. They won't hold me for ransom 'cause I'm young and I'm rich and I'm awesome. Oh yeah, shake body. Oh yeah, move body. Make you ring alarm. Oh yeah, shake body.
Je ne sais pas quoi faire. Elle a dit que je le fais comme le faucon de Cynthia. J'en ai dans le chevelet. Et qui veut Marie-Hélène. Moi qui me suis passé. J'en ai mot. Je le cherche pour mon Johnny. Mon Johnny. Johnny mot. Ça fait pour Johnny. Qu'est-ce que t'as? Si je ne vois mon Johnny, quelque chose va se passer. Je le cherche pour mon Johnny.
Downey. I am with community, and Go Africa came to me 3 years ago to ask me for a street permit, and I told them the avenues to go to. This is now their 3rd year. The first year, very sparse. Second year was good. This year, it is absolutely stupendous. You can see all of the community getting together in the middle here, music behind my head, starting up here. This is absolutely wonderful. Next year, I look forward to their parade. Go Africa.
It gets bigger. And this is only possible because folks like you come and get involved. I have a very special guest with us this afternoon. He's from the Bronx, the Boogie Down Bronx. He's a very good friend. He's also the vice chair of the Democratic National Party. Please give us a warm applause to Assemblyman Michael Blake. Yeah. What's going on? What's going on, Harlem? Come on, can we put our hands together? Who's excited to be here today? Come on, we can do better than that. Who's excited to be here today? First and foremost, I have to show love to my brother on the journey, Charles Cooper, the chair of the African Advisory Council. Been doing incredible work, not just in the Bronx, but throughout New York City, standing up for the African community. We have the honor ourselves and Assemblywoman LaToya Joyner in the south and west part of the Bronx. We have the largest West African population in the world outside of West Africa. So let's put our hands together for Charles Cooper and all those that are coming together. Many friends out here today. We see Denny. We see everyone that's here. To all the vendors, continue to do incredible things. My name is Michael Blake. I represent the South Bronx 79th Assembly District. We have been doing incredible things together. Big shout out to Jin Jan Brothers, who were one of the winners of the American Entrepreneurship Award, showing that African businesses are doing incredible things. We have great people on our team, Adam Fain and many others from Cote d'Ivoire, who are part of our team that have been engaging. We are serious about this. We are all people from Africa. We all understand our roots. We all understand where we come from. We all understand how we build and mobilize together. So we say building a better Bronx, but we only do that with the Bronx, with Harlem, from Jamaica to Africa. We all do this together. So huge shout out, much love. Go Africa Festival, go Africa, go Harlem. Thank you, everybody.
Mr. Michael, he's going to join us to be able to address you all quickly before we begin and have our first performance. So, Michael, without further ado, you have the stage.
Thank you very much. Small correction, I'm not the chair. I am the assistant secretary, but I'm the chair of arts and culture. Thank you. I just wanted to say a quick word. Last year, Michael Cooper was interviewing me on stage across the way, and my daughter decided to get in on the conversation. He ended up interviewing her instead of me, which is perfectly fine, because we have to understand that the young people in our communities, if they feel comfortable enough and safe enough, when there is unity within our communities, they will absolutely do things of this nature. Now then, one thing that really disturbed me, I used to live in Paris, France, and all the communities were fragmented. The French African community, the African community, and the Caribbean community. And it's really nice to see these communities coming together here in central Harlem. The African community, the African American community, the Caribbean American community, and the Caribbean community. It's good to see us all come together here, and specifically at an event like Go Africa. And when we have unity like this, our young people feel comfortable enough to go out into the world and do whatever it is that they feel necessary to do, and come back and give back to our communities. And I absolutely love that. Thank you very much. Black Lives Do Matter. And just want to give it back to Go Africa. I'd like to thank them and congratulate them again. This is their 3rd year, and what a terrific year for them. Go Africa.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. So without further ado, we wanted to introduce our first performer for this stage, for this side.
Your wife? No. You in love with her? Yes, I can tell. It's not my wife. That's why I'm walking to.
Yeah, I got it. Nice picture, huh?
Thank you very much.
Okay, again, you're here today. It's not a surprise to see you as senator in this festival. So
well,
tell me one.
This is a great tradition from the Harlem community, and it's an opportunity for us to celebrate the good days that we've had, and to remember even the bad days as something of an important part of our past. And obviously, as elected officials, we want to make sure that we are supportive of these type of events, because they make the neighborhood a festive moment. And we also want to be able to show off our new candidates that are going to be representing this community. This is LaShawn Henry. Say hello to the
Hi, everybody. I just want to say hello, and I look forward to continuing to serve my community. And like the councilman said, days like this bring us closer together and make sure that we understand that there's definitely unity in the community. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome to Go Africa Festival.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Can I hold this bullhorn? I need to hold this bullhorn. Bill Perkins for City Council. Bill Perkins for City Council.
Welcome to Go Africa 2017. This is our 3rd Street Festival. We welcome all the vendors, the merchants, the artists, the entertainers, and all the public officials to this event. We look forward to better years and even more years to come. This event is fabulous this year. We welcome everyone's support, so come out, have a good time if you're online. If not, we see you next year.
Thank you.
Okay.
Act up, shoot the cue, break and maneuver, work the physics like a true blue. When the balls get to clacking, in the pockets they be tracking. On their journey from above to below, where gravity drops them in a row. Clackety clack clack, chasing the blackety black black. 8-ball, the finale in which we boldly call. Which pocket, fired in like a rocket, like putting a plug into a socket. It's electric, satisfaction kinetic. Motor skills, pressure drills, aiming thrills. What a rush, like getting a royal flush. But that's a whole nother game. Similarities, yet not the same. To play, to partake, the risk at stake. To win or lose, results unknown. To have played the game, the soul has flown. Knowledge has grown and ill skills have shown. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to give you one more. because we got limited time up here. And this one is called Bittersweet Existence. We start out shielded from knowledge, shielded from pain, with minimal loss and minimal gain. We get bathed by experience in this stormy existence. Do you feel the rain? I know you don't today, but do you feel the rain showering the leaves, quenching the thirst of the trees? Drink the water, breathe the air. A moment to pretend there's no burden to bear. No soot in the pipes, no brown in the air, no drain on the land or blood on the hand. Where is satiation? Maimed by mechanization. More minerals to mine, more products to make, to transform the world for profit's sake. A worldly game of Russian roulette, a few people playing without remorse or regret. Worldwide, ideologies clashing, sending bombs crashing onto people, their homes, and animals who roam. No choice in the matter, complaining is chatter, till we decide not to abide by the rules of the game that say feel no shame for the killing and maiming in the name of taming, for taking control of all but your soul. Though not for lack of trying, greedy folks try to make us obsess over selling and buying, seduced to overproduce, making waste in a furious haste, as if resources are infinite and pollution's damage is indefinite. It makes no sense to ignore this consequence, to take no responsibility for the coming infertility, as if it's by instinct that species become extinct. To achieve resuscitation, it requires confiscation of the weapons used against us to forget this is disastrous. If not subdued by propaganda, brute force is the agenda. The global perspective is completely reflective of the insatiable appetite of the ones using dynamite to exploit far and wide, causing the deaths of...
Oh man, low energy. Harlem, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Are you enjoying yourself? You know, I was a little worried because it rained yesterday and I said, man, if it rains today, it's gonna be unfortunate. But we've been blessed to have a beautiful day. Weather is nice, there's cool current of breeze that's coming through. So we gotta be happy, don't we? All right, I'm Charles Cooper, one of the organizer of the Go Africa Street Festival. This is the 3rd annual, so we're going strong. But this is not possible without folks like yourself that come out and make this a wholesome community event in which we can come out, we can share culture, we can have some great food, some great drinks, hear some great poetry, some great music. Give it up for yourself. Give it up for yourself, Harlem. All right, at this time on the stage, we have a very good friend of ours. He was the state senator. Now he's the city councilman, a very, very good friend of Harlem. I'd like to introduce City Councilman Bill Perkins. Give him a round of applause.
Thank you very much for that very generous introduction. I believe our congressman is in the house. Congressman Adriano Espaillat, I saw you, I waved to you, you waved back. Please come to the stage. The people are waiting to hear from you. Everybody give a round of applause for our Congressman Adriano Espaillat. He's coming to the stage. I'm so happy to be back in the city council. I want to thank all of you once again for your outstanding vote of confidence. Want to let you know, as they say in Spanish, mi casa es su casa. My office is your office. We're at the State Office building on the 7th floor. Wherever you see me, I'm in the office. And whatever you need, when you see me, ask no matter where I'm at. We are a grassroots political movement. We are in the spirit of a great political activist that some of you may have heard. Her name is Sojourner Truth. She was a revolutionary ahead of her time, and we are in her spirit calling ourselves the Sojourner Truth Democratic Club. And we want all of you to be participating in this process because Trumpism is no joke. Some of you may have remembered the Central Park Five. 5 young brothers who were falsely convicted of a rape of a white woman. They didn't do it. Trump called for the death penalty. He called for the return of the death penalty. Let's not forget This is now the person who is our president. It ain't that same person is now unfortunately presiding in the White House. The same mentality has managed to infest the White House. We have to be very vigilant. This is the time when we have to be very vigilant and very supportive of each other and very active with each other, because Trumpism is no joke. Trumpism is no joke. Repeat after me. Trumpism is no joke. Trumpism is no joke. Say it like you mean it. Trumpism is no joke. Thank you very much for your spirit. Thank you very much for your fight. Keep the faith. Thank you. And now I want to introduce the next political activist representing our community, who is now going to be representing us as our Democratic district leader.
Hi everybody, good afternoon. My name is LaShawn Henry. I'm running for district leader. I just want to say hello and thank you so much for continuing to support our community. When we fellowship together, we are stronger together. Thank you very much, and don't forget to vote September 12th.
And who you?
Yeah.
Vote LaShawn.
Yeah.
Vote LaShawn. I got you.
Everybody say LaShawn.
Okay. Harlem, are you out there? Yeah. Are you out there? Yeah. Are you out there? All right. We have another, I wouldn't even say guest, because he's been with us since the inception of this street festival, from the very beginning. And it's been a constant build and support. So it gives me an honor and a privilege to welcome our Congressman Adriano Espaillat.
Thank you, Harlem. Thank you, Council Member Perkins. Boy, look at that swagger. He looked like Count Basie, but I wore my guayabera today. All right? And LaShawn, we with LaShawn too for district leader. You know, they try to change the name of Harlem into Soha. I say Harlem is not the meat packing district. Harlem is a personality.
All right.
It's an attitude. It's a chip on your shoulder. It's an idea. Harlem is the Apollo. It is the African diaspora of the United States and the world. Harlem is Bill Perkins. Harlem is Go Africa. So say no to Soha. And of course, the real estate speculators have already said they're backing down. As they should. They got knocked down because they say change it and we say push back. And so I'm here once again in Go Africa. This is a great festival that I like to attend every year. And there's some good coffee there. Some good, I don't think you can get better coffee from Africa than from even Colombia. Now I'm a Latino of African descent, so I gotta balance Colombia coffee and African coffee, right? But I think the African coffee must be good. I'm gonna try it. Council member, you want to try the African coffee? Okay, no. Oh, look at that. He answered me in Spanish. No. This man is good. He is good. But like he said, we all remember the Central Park 5. And it was then community leader Bill Perkins that stood up to some guy named who? Auto chair, disaster dude, right? It was him that stood up to him and said those young men just got picked up like many get picked up in the sweeps, even though they're innocent. And years later, after he asked for the death penalty for them, they were found to be innocent. So that's the dude that we're dealing with in the White House. And so we got to continue to put the pressure on. We got to continue to put the pressure on, whether it is Obamacare, to make sure we keep Obamacare. And it's not the ACA. That sounds like a subway line. It is Obamacare. That's what it's called. So there's 3 major health programs in the country: Medicaid, Medicare, and Obamacare. That's That's what we're talking about. So we have to ensure that it's not dismantled. We got to make sure that Medicaid, and let's not be fooled, this is not just about pre-existing condition or having your 28-year-old on the plan. This is ultimately about Medicaid. And the funding is being pumped into the public health arena for Medicaid, for poor people or working class people. And they want to shift the biggest transfer of wealth from the poor, the working class, and the middle class back to the rich. $1 trillion. That's right, I said it. Not a million, not a billion. $1 trillion they want. It's the biggest bank robbery in our history. So stand with Bill Perkins. He's your council member. And let's continue to put the pressure in Washington so we keep Obamacare, the best health plan in the history of our nation. Thank you.
All right. You know, these are some of our elected officials, and you can tell they're very passionate about their community and giving back. And we're lucky because we have a token of our appreciation. And we have both of these gentlemen here. And we just want to, first of all, thank you, Congressman Espaillat, Councilman Bill Perkins, for the work that you do in the community and your ongoing support. You know, the community recognizes you. You know, even in the midst of the night, someone can pick up that phone and call, and someone will be on the other line to pick it up and say, hello, what's the problem? You don't get that often. So when you have elected officials that keep their ears to the community, you have to show your token of appreciation when you get the chance. At this time, we'll be giving 2 awards, and the awards both reads the same. So I should read it once. It said, to Honorable Congressman Adriano Espaillat and Council Member Bill Perkins, we thank you for your contribution to the African diaspora, Caribbean diaspora, and African American communities. Thank you, thank you, thank you. At this time now, we shall move on with the music. What was it, huh?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the revolution. Give these guys a warm applause for their...
Revolution won't be televised.
Yes, it will, because y'all got your phones now. See, the last poets didn't know that. We're going to take pictures with them. Oh, yeah, you're right. But they both, you know. Yes, yes, yes. So we are...
I didn't want to be on TV.
Alright, you want me to bring your face, take a picture right here. Right here.
Oh, what up?
Stevie Wonder.
What up, kid? What's up? What's this? Huh?
I think he's just recording.
What's up?
Fred, bring down the music a little bit. DJ. Doucement, merci mon frère. Harlem, how are you guys doing today? You guys are a little bit low there. Again, Harlem, how are you guys doing today? Fantastic, fantastic. Again, welcoming you all to the 2017 Go Africa Street Festival. My name is Ibrahima Soare. I'm joined here by my fellow colleagues of the Go Africa Network. We have here Mr. Charles Cooper, who's been a formidable leader here in the Harlem community, in the Bronx community, the entire New York City community. We have, again, this other formidable leader here, who's actually the president and CEO of Go Africa Network, Dr. Danny Beach. Can we all give him a round of applause? I know you guys are all gathered here and enjoying the artists and the performances, so we're not going to take too much of your time. We wanted to present an award on behalf of the mayor of New York City, Mr. Famoud. Famoud, if you're around, we need you to come. Fantastic, he's joining us. Great. So on behalf of the mayor, the representative mayor, we're going to be giving this award to Famoud. So Famoud, if you can, before we begin, Charles. All right, Harlem, how are you doing? How are you doing, Harlem? All right. Well, listen, this has been going on for the past 3 years now, and we've been happy to get the support of the mayor every single year. And part of this is us showing our appreciation to the mayor, to the elected officials for their ongoing support, appreciation to folks like yourself for your support, because this event is successful because you are here. At this time, we will be showing a small token of our appreciation to New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio and the Reeds for your contribution to the African diaspora, Caribbean diaspora, and African American community. We thank you for your support and your ongoing involvement in the African community. Kamal Konan, which is currently representing the New York City Mayor's office, is receiving the award. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Charles Cooper. Good afternoon, Harlem. Thank you, Go Africa Harlem, for the award. I'm sure the mayor is going to be very glad to receive it. Unfortunately, the mayor couldn't be here, but I'm receiving this award for the mayor, and the mayor also sent his gratitude, so I'm going to read this to the Go Africa folks and Harlem as well. So please hold. So it's July 15, 2017. It is a great pleasure to join the Go Africa Network in welcoming everyone to the 3rd annual Go Africa Harlem Street Festival. New York has a proud history of welcoming people from across the globe. The spirit of inclusion is exemplified by the dynamic African population that has shaped and fortified the 5 boroughs, featuring live music, dance performances, food tasting, art, health, screening, and more. Today's festival will unite Africans, Caribbeans, African Americans, and New Yorkers in joy and kinship as they share their rich heritage with people of all backgrounds. In addition to organizing this spectacular event, the Go Africa Network also works year-round to support the African diaspora and strengthen the bonds between Africa and the United States. As New Yorkers gathered in Harlem for this exciting event, I'm proud to join in applauding all of the festival's organizers who are important partners in our efforts to build a brighter and more inclusive future for our city. On behalf of the City of New York, congratulations to this year's honoree. I offer my best wishes for a wonderful festival and continued success. Sincerely, Bill de Blasio, Mayor of New York. Thank you. And thank you very much, Dr. Beach. Thanks, Charles. This is a great event. Like I said earlier, it's unfortunate that the mayor is not here. This was going to be a great event for the mayor to be at, because this is a national African event. And shout out to me from Liberia and all the folks here from Africa. Thank you.
So as we wrap this up, one of the models of Go Africa is we are one, and as we truly are one today. So you can turn the music back on, sir.
Let the music play. Come on, this was just a ceremony. We're done.